Smile.
Right. Let's use the floor to align our spines, all right? Okay, you hear me okay, Nessa? Yeah. All right, come on down, yes. There we are. So just feel your body connect to the floor, to where it is. It's called grounding. Yeah, notice, right, from the heels up through the hips to the back to the head. As Tommy mentioned on one of his videos I watched, lift your chin up once and then put it back down and try to get a neutral neck. We talk about holding an apple under the chin. It will just kind of make that neck neutral, right? Good. Now hug the right knee to the chest. And don't be shy about moving back and forth, especially on the lower back, right? Upper back. And once we get into a position, we're going to breathe. That's the sequence. Get in a position of posture and inhale and exhale. Let's make some circles with that ankle. So we generally start everything with our right side. So when I forget what side I'm doing, I'll remember, I always start with the right. So let's circle the other way, counterclockwise, maybe point, dorsiflex, right? Yeah. Let's switch sides. Let's hug that left knee up. So we are up and at it, rise and shine. Week 2. I don't know if anyone remembers The Biggest Loser from back in the day. That show, week 2 was always a tough week, right? But not for us, because here we are, day 1, right? Building out. Okay, now soles of your feet together, let the knees flop to the side. Feel go your arms back and fist towards the floor. Inhale, exhale. Good, let's bridge a couple of times, right? Come up and down 3 times. And then stay up and push through the soles of the feet. Kind of feel the chest bellow open, shoulder blades are flat. Good, come on down, hug the knees to the chest, back and forth, roll along that lower back. Yeah, and let's roll up and back. And come on to all fours. Get there however is best for you. Now, wide knees, toes together. Let's go to our child's pose. And slide those hands way out. And breathe. Put your left hand onto your right hand. In this child's pose, and lean into that left back area, back, shoulder. Good, let's switch sides. So bring that right hand on top of the left, lean into the right a bit. Good, let's come to a cobra. So that's our forearms, right? So we're on our forearms and we're almost like pulling the back into the chest, lifting the head up. It reminds me of the sea lions I saw out at Santa Cruz. I was like bewildered at first, like what the heck are those things in the water? I don't know if you've ever seen them. They look like dogs a little bit. Good, let's come to all fours. And a couple of cat cows, drop the belly with the head, speaking of animal. And then exhale round. Inhale, drop that belly. Let's focus on that breath, right? A little more depth and longer exhale. Extend the right arm and the left leg. Yeah, that's it. Switch the sides. This wakes up the hips, right? A little hip stability. Good, come on down. We're going to do left side hydrant. So just lifting that knee up and down 8 times. Right? That's it. We're trying to lean into it a bit. Good. Let's switch sides. Up and down. The hips love this. Good. Now we're going to go back to the right hip and make big circles. Counterclockwise circles with the leg bent 90 degrees. Yeah. That's as if you're drawing with paint on a wall that's right beside you. Good. Let's go counterclockwise now. Good. Let's go to the other side. Clockwise. Go counterclockwise. God, all right, child's pose. And we're a little warmed up through the hips to try to feel them expand on the inhales. And completely empty on the exhales. Come forward to a baby up dog. Now notice how you feel now. Notice how when you woke up, how you felt. Notice how you feel after the workout, how your day goes, right? It's called being aware, right? Of how we're doing, what we're doing in the correlation. Let's come to a high plank and feel those toes spread. And push back to downward dog. Nice. Remember, your fingers are evenly spaced. The index fingers lined up at the side edge of the mat. Yeah, we breathe. Flip those heels up and down a few times. And then we'll walk in place. Right. Or whatever your body calls to you. Listen to that body. Good. We're going to lift the right leg straight up high in that. Then we're going to open it up 90 degrees. We're going to step into a lizard. So right foot to right hand, back left knee down. That back front foot is turned out 15 degrees. You can come on to the edge of the foot a bit and then come down on the inside. It's a great, I call this the stride stretch. You're going to run, walk, anything like that, right? Run stairs. Good. Ground the hands. This is the stretch to do. Let's bring that right leg back, left leg up. Toe down, open it up. And step into it. Good. Drop that back knee down. Front foot comes out a bit, right? Onto the knife edge and not so you feel the ankle. You can kind of roll into the quad, be curious and creative. And again, we're setting that up for later in the day. Something irks me today, I'm going to try to be curious about what's really under that for me, right? Yeah, curious, creative. Good, ground the hands. Left foot back. Back to that downward dog. Up and down with the heels again a few times. Then bend both knees to 25 degrees, while the shins are parallel and push back. Good, back to that downward dog. And how are we doing on screen in that downward dog? Shake your hips a little bit or raise your foot. All right, looking good. There we go, thank you. All right, walk the feet up to the hands, everybody. Good, flat back, fold. And enjoy this fold, feel that. Remember, tightness is telling us that in this moment, we're right where we're supposed to be. Don't let the dialogue take over. Good, ground the feet, roll up, reach up. Don't let that dialogue take over of, get a stretch, I gotta do more, blah, blah, blah. All right, hands heart center. We're gonna do a few sun salutation A's. We're gonna drop the hands, inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, high plank to low plank. And feel free to drop to your knees here And do a baby up dog, especially early in the practice. And back to downward dog. Good. Feet to hands, walk, jump, whatever floats your boat. Flat back, hands are pressed against the shins, and we fold. And let's come all the way up. Good. Hands to heart center. Good. Now we're going to sun salutation A. Inhale up, exhale, swan dive, inhale, chair. Sitting back in the chair, arms up. Good. Fold forward, flat back. Good, chaturanga, high to low plank. And up and back. Now right foot to right hand, warrior one. Remember, it's that wide stance. Up. Number one with the arms. Good, and down we go. That's it. Mondays. Movement Mondays. We're building, right? Good. Back, left foot forward this time. Yeah. Here we go, and down we go. And we're up. And we're back. Good, take a couple of breaths in, downward dog. Now let's put sun A and B together to flow a little bit more. Feet to hands, walk up, jump, flat back, fold. Let's come all the way up. Good, here we go. Sun salutation A, up, fold, flat back, chaturanga, up, back, feet to hands, flat back, fold. Inhale, chair, and fold. Inhale, flat back. And here we go again, high to low plank, right? In your version of it. Come up, come back, right side, warrior one, and we're down. And who said yoga was easy, right? It sounds like a little tough, right? Good, back. Left side, warrior one. Down we go. And up and back. All right, feet together and back. We're going to lift that right leg up high. We're going to open it up. We're going to step in a warrior two. So that front foot's in the middle, back foot's in the middle. Open 90 degrees. Arms parallel to the floor. Inhale, exhale, settle in. Circumstance, the situation, or posture are all the same. We get in it, settle, breathe, focus on what we're doing. Reverse that, keep the legs still. Reach up as straight arms as possible. Then it can melt a bit at the top. Okay, extended side angle means we're reaching forward 45 degrees. Feel the fingertips of that left hand. And then that left foot, the knife edge all the way back. So we're getting the whole side body. Good. Back to warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Hip back, come forward. And come down for that triangle. Right, so the legs are making a little triangle. And use that top left arm to open that left chest, shoulder area. Good, there we go. Good. Back to warrior two. Gonna reverse, and we're gonna come to a high plank and then low plank. And we're gonna repeat that on the other side. Up, back. Good. Left leg up, open, and step into it. Notice this side is easier for me to get into it. I'm now curious about that, right? Not as judgmental as I can be sometimes. Good. Left foot's facing forward. Inhale, exhale, let the shoulders come down. Reverse. Feel that front hip open perhaps, right? As you're reaching the arm up and you're pushing that front foot down. Good, come forward for that extended side angle. Really reach. And notice this hip's a little tighter. Another thing to pay attention to during my workouts. Good, back to warrior two. Straighten my front leg. Get back, come forward, And triangle on this side. That's it. Breathe into the tightness. Now reverse that triangle. Right, so we're pushing the front foot into the ground. Feel that whole front side. Good. Now, let's come back to warrior two and then turn that front foot. So we're doing wide-legged forward fold. Okay? So we're sideways, coming forward like this. See this? Yeah. And you work your feet out to where your feet go. Good, yeah. We do different to get different. Good, let's come up halfway, right, and come back into warrior two. And we're gonna reverse it and high to low plank. And up and back. Good, right foot to right hand, back foot's on the ball of the foot, crescent lunge. Okay, so it's another lunge, but back foot's on the ball this time. Twist to the right, nice high twist. Feel that front left side of the body open a little bit, hopefully, and then the back side. Good, back to crescent, up nice and high with those arms. We're just going to a high plank here now. And we're pushing back. Left foot to left hand, back foot on the ball. Do. Hanging around my grandkids yesterday, I'm talking like a 2-year-old. Good, switch sides. Reach, oh, yeah, feel it open, look for the good, right? It matters so much. Good, back to crescent, and let's come down to all fours. Get a drink. All right, how we doing? Good. All right. So a nice opening, a nice build up. And what do you guys think about planks? Love it. You got a hate and a love. I don't know about the authenticity of the love comment. But I do think.
Yes, right next to the.
Thank you, gang. Watching my back. All right, we're gonna do a 2-minute plank. And if you can, if you think of your standing posture, notice my standing posture. Svelte, right? Hands open, right? Versus watch. Right? No. Planks, yes. Planks give you that standing posture. So we are gonna go on all fours. Remember, you can go from your knees, you can go to your knees and back. Here's the golden nugget, right? When you fail, come out of it and practice resiliency. A couple of breaths, get back into it. So I got the trusty timer here. Let's get ready. And you know what we'll do? I heard you guys. We're gonna do a minute, take 30 seconds off, do a minute. Does that sound better? Yeah. All right. I do respond to feedback once in a while. Here we are, we're in the plank. Notice your hands and feet for your support. Spread those fingers out. The thumb and index finger, make sure they're engaged in the center of the hand, right? Pull the belly button in and core, feel those muscles. And breathe. Yes. We were talking about, owning your morning, right? And, I get up, I was pretty good, and then I realized, geez, I'm getting old. I always forget till I look in the mirror. Anyone else do that? Who's that guy? I'm like, how many more decades am I going to do this? So I thought that's good. I wasn't saying how many more years. All right, come on, breathe, pull it in. Yes, push the ground away. Ding, there's 1 minute. I would put to a child's pose and go into a baby up dog back and forth a little bit. That wasn't too bad, right? I got one. Yeah, it wasn't, right? But it really does work. Stability, that's what we're working on. Stability of the core. We need stability, before we have dynamic movement, right? We need something to push off. 5 seconds, we go again. All right, and we're off. Minute number 2. So the other day, I like to practice all this stuff on my own, or I, teach it. And I did a minute on, minute off 3 times. That's suggested by a lot of folks, probably the most common suggestion for planks. And I felt it. The recovery time between matters, right? It's a minute or half minute, stop at the minute, 1 on, 1 off. Good, we only got 26 seconds. Breathe. Really feel, that lower core and right? Engage it, maybe move it a little bit if it feels like it's getting stuck. I love you. 2 more seconds. 1, come on down. Good, child's pose. And notice how these postures help release you in the lower back. Right, yeah, now come forward to that cobra or baby up dog. And up to a plank, to a down dog. And push through, loosen up, walk in place. Okay, we're gonna do a circuit to warm up. So we're gonna start with push-ups. How's that sound? 20 minutes now. Right, 25-ish to go. So 1 set of push-ups, whatever you can do, 8, 10, 12, it's Monday. I don't want to tell you we're building it, right? Building for the day, building for the week. Come on down. I like these press-ups for my first push-ups of the day. I come down, I lift my hands, I press myself all the way up. Let's shoot for 15-ish. If it's in your wheelhouse and there's 3. And come on, 4, 5. You hit the wall, you breathe, you look for a goal. Come on. Good, last one of those. Yeah, good. We're coming up for bent over rolls. Right, so I'm gonna grab medium weights for this first set. I want my back about 5 degrees from parallel. Now remember with the weights, put 1 weight on one side and 1 on the other, and they're easy to get. So my left foot is forward, my right is back. Look at them, just rolling. Roll away. 12 times. Good, there we go. Okay, we're going to backwards lunges, no weights. Let's go to the front of the mat. Feet are real wide, right, for stability. My right foot's hands heart center. Right foot's gonna step back, and I'm gonna curtsy, and kiss the knee almost to the ground. Hold myself up with that front left leg. Back with the left leg, pull up with the right. And back and forth. We go. That's it. These give you a little strength, a little mobility. Judge yourself according to your limits. Right, play with that area, that edge. Good, 1 more inside. Good. Hammer curls. I like hammer curls for the first curl of the day. It's because the palms are facing in. It's a little nicer than the shoulders. All right, do the wiggle. See who we got really buying in. All right, very good. All right, here we go. Come on, I don't know. Does anybody not know why we call them hammer curls? You guys all know?
I don't know.
Because it's the position of the hand as if you were holding a hammer. Think about it, right? Isn't that crazy? Like we come up with these names, it makes so much sense that we don't see it in front of us, right? 11, 12-ish. Good. I'm gonna get my right foot back, curtsy, and do kickbacks. So I want to get that arm up, kick it back. Okay. Try some upright rows. So here we are. Let the weights hang a little bit. See how they hang, kids? And I lead with my elbows. Right there. Boom. Yeah. It's a nice exercise. Gets all the shoulder muscles engaged. Not as much pressure on the spine, lower back, as sometimes the pressures can be. Good. Get a drink. Stretch anything that needs to be stretched. Let's see if this thing moves today. All right. So now we're gonna endurance lift. Circuit was a warm-up. So we're gonna start with push-ups, okay? Just like we did on the circuit. So come on down. And in 7 seconds, we're gonna start. Now, any kind of push-ups you want. The idea is just to move the upper body, right? I'm gonna do those press-ups because I find them safer, but I'm just gonna keep my hands on the ground, come down, let my stomach and chest touch the floor, and go up and down. So we're training, we're building. We're not competing or breaking or trying to get it all done in a day. Yes. Good. So the strength part, we go bell to bell. This is the strength part. Good. Now we're doing a little cardio, jumping jacks. Right? Now, you can't do jumping jacks. What I do is step outs. Boom. Right? Step out to the back. It's a little easier on my ankles. And your neighbors might like it if you're in the 3rd floor of a triple deck. Right? Let's try to explain that whole concept to people. Come on down. Push-ups again. Why do you call it that? It's 3 apartments. Oh, so it's a townhouse. No, it ain't a townhouse, it's a triple deck. Good, come on. Here we go. Yes. We're doing the work. Keep going. Come on up. Little light squat jumps. And again, if you can't jump, just almost leave your feet. Right, it's about the explode up, low and slow down. Last set of push-ups. I'm going for my knees this time. Yes. And I'm gonna motor it. I'm gonna go. Yes. Come on, finish it. Good, come on up. Now, pretend jump rope. So my hands are at my hips. Right, it's nice and light. Down here, then on one foot, and then on the other. 1 foot, the other. Kick 1 foot out. Go back to 2. Those hands moving. Yeah. All right. Good. We next are going to those bent over rows. All right. So get those heavy weights ready. I'm gonna jump the bell forward. So remember, here we are, like this. All right, so let's get ready. Set, go. Yeah. One time. We're gonna feel it as you do it. At the top of this move, hesitate for a couple of milliseconds, or a whole bunch of them. Any math teachers here? Tell me what that means. How many milliseconds in a second? 1,000? Okay, on the bell, full body crunches. Hold on. Yep. Or flat back crunches. Right? Some version of crunching the knees and elbows towards each other. Good, up and at it, like an athlete. Good, left foot forward this time. Come on. How we doing, guys? Good. That's it. He said it's hot here. There's a song. It's hot here. All right. I'll put on the air conditioning as you guys go to the second set of crunches. Body or flat back. Yes. Like 68 degrees. That's but it was 58 when I got there. So it feels hot to me. Now remember, these fingers are behind the ears, not the head. Good. All righty. Good, come on back up. One more set of bent over rows. And here we go. My left foot's forward. Good. The more you bend the knees and the ankles and get that butt back, the hips, dash to it, you'll feel less strain in that lower back. Yeah. That's it. Excellent. Yeah. It adds right, consistent action. I'm gonna keep going 3 seconds. That's one and another one. Good. Let's get those crunches again. Yeah. Good. We're making our way up. Grab lighter weights. We're gonna do cleans. I'm gonna show you sideways. My weights are hanging, right? Boom, just like that. Right, up slow. Sit in the squat, curl the hammer, up to your chest, up to your shoulders. Just like that, right? Boom. Yeah, that's it. Good. Mountain climbers, nice and light. Good, coming up. Cleans again. Yeah. It's tough right now. Come on. Stick with it. That's it. Good, weights down. These are called the Heisman's. We're gonna couple of steps up, couple of steps up. Right, lateral, inside knee comes up with the outside up. It's a little lateral movement. We don't practice it enough. Yeah,
Good shot, Charlie.
it is. We're gonna do a dance class, one more. One more. Good, last set of cleans. Let's get what we can. And we're off. Oh. Okay, we're not done with the lifting, but curveball. Your day's crazy. Come on down. Sit on your butt. And you're gonna compose yourself. Crossing the ankles. We're gonna do a 2-minute breath meditation. While under stress and duress, meditating when everything's, nice music, bubbling brook, right? Quiet. But life sometimes doesn't offer that. Look, I have my hands open. Here we are. Excuse me. Breathe. First thing, focus on that breathing as it is. As it is. As we can. Try to switch to nose breathing. When you have to, use mouth. Excellent. Thank you for joining me with that. So during the day, right? Anything comes up, take 2 breaths. All right. All right. We're coming back to our workout. Right? Feel your body as you come back into it. Okay, we're doing some bicep curls. 10 seconds. Yeah. 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 Palms open, knees are bent, tummy stop, and curl. Yes. So I love that stillness in the midst of chaos, right? So we self-created chaos and we plopped down and we focused on our breathing. Maybe the mind was all over the place, but we kept focusing on the breathing, right? We heard some noises, might have disturbed us. We focused on the breathing. Good, side touchdowns. So come down onto your forearm, stack or scissor your legs, go from your knees and come up and down. Once you get it going fast. Feel that oblique, that hip on the bottom. Good, come on up. Bicep curls again. We're up and at it. Yep. So yesterday I went for like an hour and a half walk with a couple of the grandkids. you know, soccer at the field. And lost again. And we went to some fancy restaurant for hot chocolate. That was a bit of chaos, but all good. Then we got back and we played fish. And all right, other side, 20 touchdowns. And then the kids got a little bored and they have tablet times. They had 15 minutes or something. So I said to them, I'm gonna meditate. They didn't care what I was doing, as long as they got their tablets. But, right, I kid you not, those kiddos saw Papa T meditate for 20 minutes. Good. Come on. And they didn't bother me because I was supposed to stop them at 15. Right the time. So finally, I opened one of my eyes. I said, how long has that been? They, you know, they do the thing with the head, with the ear to the shoulder, the open hands. And then I looked, so I had the stopwatch on. It was 19 minutes. It was awesome. That's it. Good. All right, now, yeah, we already did those, let's do bicycles, right? We did those guys, once each side. So remember these, opposite elbow, opposite knee. I penalized us 10 seconds for my gap and talking, and now the time is back on. 20 more seconds. We got this. Yeah. Feel it. This way, when you twist the thumb of the head today, the body's okay. Between this and the yoga. Good. Come on now. All right, we're gonna do skull crushes. All right, instead of kickbacks, here we are on the ground. You got 30 seconds to get there. And remember these babies. All right, righteous. All right. Wait for that bell. You have 8 seconds. You start early if you want. All right. Ready? Let's go. So I had noticed in December, my meditation fell off. I tried a few things. I didn't get after it. But I fell off. I mean, I was trying to do it every day. And I was not counting what I was doing. I was counting what I didn't do. So I said, you know what? Good, now here, let's go. Lower crunches. The knees, legs a bit, 90 degrees, heels kiss the ground. I curl up, knees touch the elbows. Now feel that. Yeah, so I said, I'm just gonna shoot for 4 or 5 days. Good. Those triceps, get ready to wait. You get right after it. And I've been doing almost every day. And I scaled it back to 5 minutes instead of 10. And when I can, I do more. I'm surprised how many days have become 10 more days. Keep flat knees, my fingers behind me, yes, come up. As I exhale, you curl and stretch. Okay. Yes. Bringing it back to the moment, right? Come on, skull crushes again. Like 70. Yeah. And on the next set of core, we're going to bring those 2 exercises together. We're going to do the lower core and upper core. And the elbows and knees kiss on the center of the body. Body will open up. The elbows will kiss the floor. The heels will kiss the ground. That's open. And then we'll exhale as we close and crunch everything. Let's do that now. Remember hearing this saying, and I know a lot of you have probably heard me say it. If you walk into the woods straight for 7 years, how long does it take you to get out? Yeah, 7 years, but I say 2, because you don't get lost as much. But the idea is, we want overnight success. Good, come on up, grab a drink, take a breath. All right, so we just gotta do the upright rows and get out of here for you guys. But that's like with our bodies, we forget. So let's remember these. If you guys gotta go, you gotta go, right? I know that. I'm gonna go right here on the next bell. And here we go. And I'll add in another shoulder exercise to make this, instead of 3 minutes, 1.5 minutes. All right, good. Good, grab one weight, hold it the sideways way, just like this, and up and back to your chest, up and back and forth. It's called the Y press. We're doing one side of the Y, then the other. That's it. Come on. Almost there. Good. Well, let's call that a wrap. Shoulders. All right, you guys, great work. All right, super. Let's stay in touch. Hope you had an awesome start to your day. All right, spread the love.